Hi guys, I just wanted to film today the de-stringing and restringing, possibly the restringing, and general maintenance, which is borderline Luthiering of my guitar, because it needs restringing, because I observed that you can't see it here, but in the odd place there's a little bit of deterioration on the strings, and I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up, a bit of a polish, and give it some tender loving care. Okay guys, the first thing I want to do is clear the fretboard. So what I'm going to do is take the strings off, and these can be really handy just to save you time and effort, and a little bit of finger pain, is string winder and unwinder, string winder. So basically I can get the strings off easily and quickly, because what it does is it pivots the tuning fork and the tuning, the machine head, and then I can take the strings off quite quickly. Okay guys, so what I've done is, I'll let you see closely, I've taken the strings off my Les Paul, my vintage Les Paul, and now I can more accurately survey what I want to do in terms of maintenance. And it's not a big job, because this guitar has had so much tender loving care. When I undid the strings, my bridge came off, because it will automatically undo because the tension of the strings is released. So that came off, and now I'm going to take the strings out. I'll do it the quick way by just grabbing all six. Give it a bit of a yank, and there we have it. The strings on there. Now I don't know quite what to do with these strings at the moment. Sometimes I put them back in the packets and keep them spare. But until then, I'm just gonna ravel them up together, I think, in a circle, and keep them close by. Okay, as you can see from the close up here, you can see there's a bit of dust that wipes off on the pickup and on the pickup just there, which I really deplore. I can have dust around my home, but I can't have it on my guitar because my sound has to be careful. Okay, and there's a lot of dust collected up here, but basically the guitar's in good shape, so it won't need too much Luthiering really. It's going to get a polish. Okay guys, what I've got here is a cloth, a microfiber cloth, which is much better than other cloths. You can get different cloths and specialist cloths, but they can be rather expensive, and not really worth it. Saying that, if you can invest in a decent cloth, it can be good. And I've got myself here, I picked this up in the supermarket a year or two ago, Caretaker wood balsam, and by miracle it has worked really well on the fretboard. So what I'm going to do is just give this a polish up, basically, and a bit of a clean all over the guitar. I will cover all areas of the guitar, and luckily the fret wires, you know, just need a little bit of a polish. So I'll see how I get on with the Lord Sheraton, and hopefully I won't need any T-cut to polish the fret wires, but I might. Okay guys, I've given it a quick polish up and with the wood balsam, but I can see that the fret wires are going to need a little bit of a buff up with T-cut, so it may delay me stringing the guitar today. But anyway, I'll go and grab the T-cut and give them a bit of a polish, which is a slightly more technical and more difficult job. Yeah guys, the more technical part of this is it's not always advisable to use T-cut on the bare wood and lamination of the fretboard, and you only need to use it on the wire. So what I've got is a little bit of insulating tape, which I am going to put, I just need 2 pieces really for most of it, because what I'll do is I'll show you is you put it either side of the fret wire. So you don't get any T-cut on the fretboard, because sometimes it can really damage it. Like thus, and you can you put another one on this side of it, just there, and if you just make a cut in the tape, you can move it along and peel it off and move it along, so you don't use so much tape and you don't get in such a mess with it. I've got my cloth again. I am going to use the same cloth with the T-cut because it just makes my job a little bit easier. And I've got this T-cut, which is the original restorer for automobiles, but it works with the metallic fret wire. So I already know they do advise test it on a small piece of the material you're going to be working on, but I already know this works, so I'm just going to apply it to the fret wire now. It's got it a little bit clearer and a little bit shinier, and that's what I want for good action with the strings. Great. I won't show you this, but what I'm going to do is peel the tape off and go along the fretboard on the fret wire, cleaning it. So I'll get on with that. Approximately 10 to 15 minute job, and it's brought them up a little bit clearer, and there's not so many spots or deterioration. And now I'm going to polish the whole board and the whole fretboard, fingerboard, and every part of the guitar that I can get in a 10-minute job, just to polish it up and polish the fretboard where the tape's been, and progress. We have it, guys. A cleaner, probably, hopefully, more crisper sounding vintage Les Paul guitar. Great. I will leave the restringing for now, but I hope to be back to show you how I go about restringing my instrument. Thank you, Nathan.